Transform your leftover holiday ham into savory ham sliders. With soft Hawaiian rolls, melted Swiss cheese, and a sweet and buttery glaze, you can make yesterday's meal into today's masterpiece. And this recipe isn't just for leftovers, it tastes fire year-round. Ready to reinvent your leftovers with minimal effort and maximum flavor? Then let's go. When working with leftovers, a little prep is still necessary. If possible, slice your leftover ham into thin slices, similar in thickness to deli meat. If the ham is in large chunks or uneven slices, you can shred or chop it into smaller pieces. The ham should be thin enough to fit neatly between the rolls and cheese. This ensures even distribution and helps the sliders hold together when baked. Now let's prepare the rolls. But first, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now carefully slice the Hawaiian rolls horizontally as one sheet, without separating the individual rolls. This keeps the sliders together and makes assembly quicker and easier. Now leave the bottom halves on an enamel baking sheet pan. Using an enamel baking sheet pan allows for better heat distribution and more even baking, which results in faster cook times. Alternatively, you can use a 9x13 baking dish if you don't have an enamel pan. Next, let's build the sliders. Lay the Swiss cheese slices evenly over the bottom halves of the rolls, overlapping as necessary to fully cover. The cheese acts as a barrier, helping to hold the ham in place and preventing the bread from becoming soggy. Now spread your ham evenly over the cheese. Don't worry if the ham or cheese extends beyond the roll edges. It will be trimmed after baking. Now add another layer of Swiss cheese on top of the ham. Then place the top halves of the rolls on top. And I guarantee it's gonna be fire! It's time for the glaze. In a small bowl, add 1/2 cup of melted butter, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1/2 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 1/2 tablespoon of W sauce, 1 1/2 teaspoons of poppy seeds, and 1 teaspoon of dried minced onion. Now give it a mix until smooth and combined. And as always, ingredients, exact amounts, and equipment used can be found in the video description. After that, generously brush the butter mixture over the top of the rolls. Brush the sides as well and make sure to use all of the glaze. And now we're ready to bake the sliders. If you're using a baking dish, cover it tightly with aluminum foil and bake for 20 minutes. Then uncover and bake for an additional 7 to 8 minutes, or until the tops are golden brown. The foil helps keep the sliders moist, while uncovering them at the end ensures a golden finish. If using an enamel pan, bake uncovered for about 15 minutes, or until the sandwiches are heated through, the tops are golden brown, and the cheese is melted. Since enamel pans promote even browning, the sliders will develop a golden, slightly crispy crust without the need for foil. After the sliders have finished cooking, and if using a baking dish, transfer the slab to a cutting board. Then cut into individual slices with a serrated knife. If using an enamel sheet pan, you can carefully cut the sliders directly on it. After that, your ham and Swiss sliders are ready to eat. And there you have it, folks. These are ham and Swiss cheese sliders baked with leftover ham from our latest holiday gathering. What's great about these is not only are they simple, it doesn't even taste like leftovers. If you don't want yours to be as sweet, you can take out the brown sugar. I like mine sweet. I don't think it's too sweet, but if you find it too sweet for you, you can take out the brown sugar and it still tastes fire. Using a sheet pan is a whole lot easier, but your sliders will come out a little more crispy. Using a 9x13 dish and covering it up, your sliders tend to cook better throughout, but it's a little more work to transfer it and to cut it. With the sheet pan, you can cut it right on the sheet pan, and be careful not to cut too deep into your enamel sheet pan. But if you cut it lightly, it won't harm it at all. So yeah, using a sheet pan is the way to go if you're in a hurry. 15 minutes in and out, and you are ready to eat. Like I said, this is a super simple recipe. I recommend you try it. If you've never had ham sliders, I don't know where you've been. You need to have you some ham sliders, and I know you have some leftover ham. You can even go buy some deli ham if you don't have leftover ham and you want to give it a try. Like I said, it tastes fire year-round. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please stick around and check out another video right over here. And also remember to like, comment, or subscribe. You know, all that good stuff helps the channel. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.